here. So literally, you guys need to be there because it is just so freaking phenomenal. Like, so I'm not gonna lie, like all of us were kind of like talking to, because we have like the leadership team page. We're like, my God, like we're a little bit nervous because like we all know each other, but like we all work from home. We're all kind of introverts. So thinking, oh my God, I'm traveling to be in another state in a house with 20 to 25 other women for 5 days.
Talk to like through the computer.
Yeah. Like I didn't know everybody. Like I know Desiree. Actually, Desiree and I like have never actually met in person. I know Anita. I have met, I don't know if any, I know Bree Holland. And that's really, and Alyssa Daniels, but literally that's it. Like, and I've met them once, maybe twice. So it's just like, I know, like, it was one of those things I was kind of nervous before I went, but I was like, I know this is going to be absolutely amazing. And it just, as soon as you get in that environment, it's just like, these are my people. Like, we're all different people, but a little bit the same because your vibe attracts your tribe. And like Desiree and I were talking about it yesterday, and we're just like, she put it so perfectly. She was like, we're all like a little bit of Leslie, because like Leslie brought in Anita and Raina, and then Raina and Anita brought in their people, and then I brought in, you got like, we're all like, we all have different pieces of us, but a piece that's similar. So it's just so easy to get along with everyone. And like, this house was absolutely freaking gorgeous, like huge.
I follow Leslie on Instagram, so it's like funny, like watching her story and like seeing her view, and then like watching your story and like seeing your view, like just like, and like, I'm like, she's like famous. I'm like, Caitlin's meeting like a celebrity this weekend, like because, like, I follow her like she's like a goddess, like.
Yeah. And like I hadn't actually met her. And then her and I ended up like sharing an Uber to the airport like Sunday morning because our flights are around the same time and just chatting away. And then now we're Facebook friends, and she's like commenting on my stuff. And I'm just like, oh God. And like she like commented on my live video I did in the team page. She's like, it was so nice to meet you and hang out with you. Like, can't wait to see you. And like, it's just, that's what it is. Like these people to us like are almost like celebrities, but then you get in their presence and it's just like, it's kind of grounding to be like, they're just like us. They've just been doing this a little bit longer. Mm-hmm. And it's just empowering to be with other women and hear their stories and share what's working. Like we had fun, we had drinks, we cooked, and then we would sit around the breakfast table and like talk strategy. Like I'm showing one of like Raina's coaches, like how to use Streak. And I'm like talking to this girl about this. And it's just like, we had fun. We shared business tips. We laughed. We worked out. Like, and I went live in our challenge group and I'm like, you know what? It kind of taught me. I was like, I went into this like, oh, how am I going to stay on track with 80-day obsession? Like, I love this and blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, you know what? We did the best we could. Like the first day, Desiree and Anita and I are sitting out on the balcony looking at the ocean. Like, okay, like what are we going to do today? And Anita's like, because we wanted to work out, but like we wanted to enjoy ourselves. And Anita's like, let's do part of booty day and then go walk on the beach. We're like, yes, like let's do it. So that's what we did, because we modified booty day because we couldn't do weights, even though I'd already done it. And the next day, Desiree and I got up, we're like, okay, what can we do today? And we did cardio core because we could do that. And we couldn't use the sliders very well, so we modified. And Saturday I was up early by myself, so I did cardio flow by the pool and did it. And it's just like, we went food shopping, but we went out and we cooked and we had fun. And it was just like, I would love, love, love you guys to be there next year. Like like we do this on our own at our own computers, but just to get the opportunity to be with people just like us with the same heart, the same passion, and just get you like everybody looks a little bit different. There's like Leslie, there's me, there's Kari who has blue hair and tattoos, but like everyone just like is the same at heart. So it's just like so amazing. So do you guys have any questions about it?
No, it's gonna be the same weekend next year.
They said the same weekend or a weekend before.
Okay.
So
before.
put it on your calendars right now. Because honestly, like when it was announced in the team page, I put the picture that Leslie posted as the background of my phone. And I said, I'm going to get an invite to that. And I got there. And the same thing with, I put on my phone, the cruise. I put a cruise picture on my phone, said, I'm going to get that invite. And I did. Next thing is 5-Star Elite. like for our team. So seriously, like grab a picture of Destin, put it on your phone or whatever your next goal is. But like seeing it and visualizing it, like it really helps.
Yeah.
And also looks really good for your business that you're like traveling for your job. Like
Traveling just to wear beautiful.
yeah. Like, and like we took so many pictures to have for like call to actions and stuff. Like I have so many on my phone right now that like look great and I can't wait to use. I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
So yes, I would love, love, love you guys to be there next year. Okay. So, did you guys see what I had posted about like kind of coming to talk about for today's call?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm so pumped you guys came prepared. So I was like, I'm really hoping. So I'm going to open it up to you guys. Who wants to start? What went well? What did your review show you? What do you want to work on? And let's just kind of talk, brainstorm, and like help each other move forward and have a great month.
Well, I didn't have as good as a month as I wanted to. I mean, I was honestly like to be 100% honest, I was at one point like, I can't do this. Like I was so frustrated, but I got over it.
Side note, it's okay to have moments like that. Like literally, I have like one breakdown every other week / every month. So like, no, it's normal to feel like that because when we get frustrated, we want to give up. That's totally normal. You're not the only one. This isn't easy.
No, I figured I wasn't the only one. It's just like, I don't know, it got frustrating. I had high hopes, I guess, for February and didn't reach them, but
okay.
I don't know. Just had a rough month, I guess.
Okay. So what do you feel was rough about it?
I've been really working to build up Instagram a lot because I feel like I get better traction over there. And I've been like working on getting more people like following me, more watching my story.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, it like for like a whole week, it just dropped. Like I had like 3 people watching my story. I'm like, that's when I had like my meltdown. I'm like, what am I doing? I was like doing the videos like from Carl's group. I'm like, I'm doing what he's telling me to do, and it's not working.
Okay.
But just yesterday, it started to like pick back up again. I don't know. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know if it was just a fluke. And
okay. So when you were focusing on Instagram, which is great, were you inviting?
Yes.
Like every day sending out personal messages to people?
I was, yes. And I actually I'm behind this week, but I've had my invites up like every week. I'm like writing them down. My husband's like, why do you write them down? I'm like, well, one, I have to. But two, I'm like, last week I can see, like I literally saw that I did 50 invites and it didn't work. So if I remember in my head, then.
And that's good. So why do you think they didn't work? Like, were you not getting responses? Were like people saying no and giving you a reason? Like, why do you think they didn't work?
I don't know. I mean, I think that I've had more traction, more conversations than I used to.
Okay.
I'm trying to keep that in mind. And then I have to work through all the no's. But every time I feel like I get like someone to say like, oh yeah, I'm interested, they just like fall off the face of the earth.
Answering you.
Do you follow up?
Yes. And I actually just followed up with like 2 people before we hopped on.
Okay. Like when you're talking to people, are you doing it in Instagram? Or are you getting them over to Gmail?
Instagram. Everybody I brought over to Gmail I've lost them. Like every single person said, yes, let's talk more. I'm like, doing emails that work for you? And they're like, yes. And then.
Okay. I would say keep doing it though, because that is going to make you more professional, and it's frustrating now, but like as you do it more, it'll get better and better, and it makes you look legit. Like you're not just some girl selling something on Instagram. You're a business owner. Right. So, and then like Desiree and I are working on putting together a newsletter, and we're making it kind of open. So people that are actively working and working hard, we're going to give it to you guys. So that's going to keep you in people's inboxes. So then you can send them a blast at the beginning of the month newsletter, a little tip. Then you blast out, if you get their emails, maybe they say no, you can send an email blast every other week with either a tip or an invite to something, a sneak peek, or your challenge group. So if you have their email, you can consistently be in their inbox until they say yes.
Okay. And it's funny that you mentioned the newsletter, because I was just going through some expenses and one of them popped up from my website that like I have through IIN.
Mm-hmm.
I don't use it.
Mm-hmm.
But then I realized that I have people going to my Facebook page, subscribing to my newsletter to get something for free. But then I never send a newsletter.
Okay. Well, start getting, like, get consistent, keep getting emails, and I will give you mine. Like, Desiree and I are going to work on it together every month, and we will give it to you guys if you're building an email list. It's super simple, but literally it's a way to keep giving people value and stay in their inbox. Because, like, I can literally send an email blast if I'm doing a sneak peek, send them the link, and I get people, like, do I always get people that click it? No. But eventually they're going to click it if I keep showing up in their inbox. And I'm going to keep showing up in their inbox until they tell me to stop. You know what I mean? So it's easier than having to, like, send individual messages through Instagram. And I feel like people, like, don't always check their Instagram. So, like, people more likely check their email.
Yeah, and with Instagram, you can see if they've seen your messages. Sometimes I go back and I look.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, no one's looking.
So that's why Gmail. Or eat whatever their email is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it's just, like, so simple. And then you have that whole conversation. So I would really focus on getting people over to email. And then, like, so what invite are you using, or how are you finding these people that you're inviting?
I go through all of people that like my post or whatever, and then I'm just searching different hashtags. Like right now I'm going through a bunch of like mom ones.
Mm-hmm.
And finding people that are, similar, and then I have like a couple little like things that I've saved. But for like my conversation flows, I'm always using Raina's snippets. Like, I mean, the few times that I've like gone away from hers, it doesn't work. If
Right.
I go with her, at least I get a little bit further.
Okay.
Really awesome.
I seriously just live by them. So it's frustrating, but you are making progress. And, like, looking at what you did last month, like, do you know the number of invites you sent out?
Not off the top of my head, but I could easily look at it.
Like, if you had to guess, how many do you think you sent out?
I was probably doing 50.
Okay. So if you know 50 a week got you X amount of Success Club points, then you know a new goal for next month. Or, maybe think of if the people, can you hear me? Because your face is frozen. My phone's blown up. Jess, can you hear us? Okay, well, I'll record this so when you come back on. But think about, like, where you're finding people too. Like, are you running into people that are already Beachbody coaches? If certain people aren't responding, maybe try a new group of people, something like that. Okay, you're still frozen. Nicole, how did your review go?
Well, I hit Success Club for the first time.
I'm so happy for you.
It was really exciting, and it was the people that I signed were one girl I had been trying to get since I first started as a coach, and it just took her watching me consistently showing up every day. And finally she messaged me and said, like, okay, I think I'm ready to do this now. So I felt like the people that I had signed this month weren't two of them weren't necessarily people that I even reached out to. They reached out to me from just like, hey, you look great since the last time I've seen you. Like, what are you doing? I need to do that. And then one of them was someone that I sent an invite to. So I think what I'm struggling with now is because of everything that happened. Like, I feel like I fell off with coaching for like a week or two, and now I'm trying to like I felt like I was doing everything consistently with inviting and everything, and now I fell off, and I'm like really trying to push myself to get back into it, because it was hard for me in the beginning to like consistently send the invites every day. Then I got my momentum, and I lost my momentum, and now I'm trying to get it back.
And honestly, it's totally okay because like I feel like even being away for 5 days, like yes, I did stuff while I was on vacation, but like getting back in a routine, like the first day back from vacation, it's like do the laundry, unpack, and like I'm getting ready and like we leave again tomorrow. So it's like my biggest advice is just like take a step back, breathe, and say, okay, what can I do today? What needs to be done first? Like Monday, I thought I was like, oh, I'm going to quick unpack in the morning and do all this stuff and have all this time and do all this massive work. No, it didn't happen. So I had to think, okay, I did what I could. Yesterday, I got a little bit farther. Today, I'm a little bit farther. You know, like I'm so think, all right, what do I need to do first? And I'll kind of look at like, almost like jot down like everything you want to do today.
Yeah.
And think about, okay, what is the most important? What's going to move my business forward? You know, maybe it's checking your inboxes. Okay, who are the most important people I need to get back to right now?
Yeah.
And get back to them first. Okay, who are my strong prospects? Because like what I've started doing, I think I may have mentioned this, I'm not sure, but like I started breaking my day down into workout blocks and it has really helped me a lot. Like the hour between like my first meal and my workout, I post in the challenge group. I try to comment to people like on like when everyone checks in on the accountability thread. That's kind of like my time to check in to our challenge group, do my workout. Then my second block is I'll go through my Instagram, my Facebook, and my Gmail, and I'll just answer all the important messages, like the people that are kind of getting right back to me, just about ready to sign, like the stronger prospect people versus just we're just chatting kind of people. Because I don't want to lose the people that are ready. And then I'll follow up with my strong prospects. Like I literally have started just keeping a note, like this little note on my desk where I write down like strong prospects who were like actively getting back to me quickly. And so maybe like if I don't hear from them in like 48 hours, I'm like, okay, I'm going to follow up with this person. So I keep them active. Hi, Lindsay. So then I do that. I do like answer important messages, follow up with strong prospects. And then I'll go do new outbounds. Like I'll send new messages and I'll follow on Instagram and things like that, because invites are important, but you also don't want to neglect the people that are responding to you and are interested that you've invited. So that's what I've been doing and that's working for me. And now like even coming back from vacation, I'm like, okay, like I didn't get I think I got one invite out yesterday, but I got to all the important people that were actively responding to me. So I'm like, okay, like that is moving my business forward.
Yeah.
If that helps.
I think what I need to do is take today, since I have a lovely snow day, and I know what helped me when I was struggling in the beginning with sending invites and like with my power hour, because power hour. So I think that my plan today is to go through, watch that power hour video today, and do that today, because I know that in the beginning that's what helped me actually get to doing everything.
Mm-hmm.
Because it definitely like watching her do it at the same time I did it, like helped focus. Like, okay, go into the group and add 5 people. Okay, now go and interact with 10 people. So I think
that's great. See, like, oh, go ahead.
I just like checked my since I'm an Emerald and Hit Success Club, now I'm getting leads. So I just checked in my office and there's 2 people under me that signed up for the program. So I have their emails, so I was looking at Raina's scripts to see that there's something that you can send them.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go through and reach out to them too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. See, you know what to do. It's sometimes just like, it's like taking that minute to be like, oh, okay. And then it's breathe. And then it's like, okay, what do I do? You know what to do. It's just kind of like telling yourself you know what to do.
Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at.
Oh, all right. Well, good. So you hit Success Club. What's your goal for this month?
Hit Success Club again.
Good. Why don't you shoot for 10? Okay. Try and go even higher. Because that's what like I was talking about in the video I just did in the live page. Like I was listening to Grant Cardone's 10X rule, and he was saying like average goals and working at them at an average pace get you average to less than average results that you're not exactly happy with. But setting like, you don't have to set the hairy, scary, crazy goals, but something just out of your comfort zone makes you a little bit excited and work a little bit harder and then go after it. Like my goal last month was Success Club 20 and I hit 16. So I'm like, okay, So this month I'm like, all right, I'm going to go for 25. And like, it's kind of like continue to move that step forward.
And last month for me, my goal was 10 and I hit 6.
So see what you can do. And you kind of, cause like, it's always good to like shoot higher than you think you can, or you feel comfortable with, because then worst case scenario, you fall a little bit short, but still hit a goal. So you shot for 10 and you still had Success Club 6. If you'd only shot for 5, maybe you would have hit 2. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, and you can kind of gauge like, okay, I did this amount of work in February and this happened. That's why tracking is so important. So you can kind of like look back and see what you did.
And and it's funny because that was the one month that I was very consistent with inviting every day, interacting every day, posting every day, and like it happened. So it's the same thing. I know exactly what I need to do and I know what works for me. I just need to do it.
Mm-hmm. And I wanted to share this with you guys that I felt like just Desiree figured this out yesterday, and I thought it was really interesting because we all have our selfish whys and our unselfish whys, but so we can all in our lives use a little bit more money. I know we all have like monetary goals and things we want to pay for. Desiree figured out how many the team cycle bonuses and stuff like that for how many coaches you would need to bring on hitting Success Club to make you 50 grand a year and 100 grand a year. Lindsay, I think you're in that chat. So I don't know if you saw it yet. Mm-hmm. Nicole, I don't think you did. So we have like a newer coach chat. Literally, just having 3 coaches under you hitting Success Club makes you 50 grand a year in team cycle bonuses. Having 5 coaches under you hitting Success Club helps you make 100 grand a year. So like that's an incentive to try and like say, all right, I want to find people like me who have work ethic and want to work hard, because whether your goal is to quit your job or whether your goal is to make some extra money or whatever your goal is, knowing kind of like how to make it happen. It's like when she said that to me yesterday, I was like, that's it? Like 3 people and you get make 50 grand a year? Like, I'm like, I did not make that as a Catholic school teacher. Like, so just like helping people, like whether they want to hit a fitness goal or hit a business goal. Like I have a girl in our challenge group right now, 2 of them actually, who are loving how they feel and are interested in coaching. And I'm just like, just because I help them feel their best. So I help them feel their best, and then they want to do this too. And then it also helps me and Anthony's income and our life we want to give our family. Like, it's kind of cool. So, Lindsay, how are you doing? It's nice to see your face.
Good. I'm eating lunch.
I'm always eating on calls. Like this one I'm not today, but I always have coffee or something. So eat away.
Yeah, good. Yeah, like we were texting the other day, just still trying to figure out and push myself to get those first few numbers on the board. So, we're working.
Honestly, set yourself a timer. Like literally sit down and say, okay, I'm going to spend these 20 minutes sending out invites to people. Set a timer, open your Facebook, just start going through your friends list or your Instagram and just start going through your friends list or people that have liked your post, and just sit down and tell yourself, until this timer goes off, I'm going to invite people. Like that helped me, because then it can, like when you're just getting started, it's just like, it can be kind of like, like this is like, it's totally new and out of your comfort zone. And that is totally okay to feel like that. I know I felt like that. Nicole, I'm pretty sure you felt like that too. Like
myself like aimlessly just like scrolling through, and all of a sudden I'm like 40 minutes went by and I've done nothing but just like aimlessly scroll. Like, but when I set a timer and when I say, okay, I need to get this done at this time. And Lindsay, have you seen Raina Odell's Power Hour video?
I'm not sure.
I'll send it to you on Facebook Messenger because
that would be great.
Yeah, thank you.
I didn't know like what to do. I played that video and she just walks you through everything. I was like, okay, now go join a Facebook group and just start interacting with people. And then she's like, time's up. Now go do this. I felt like that like helped focus me because everyone's like power hour, and I'm like, I drink? Like, what do I do in a power hour?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know
that would
you
be
know
good.
that one.
Let me find that and send that to you because I know for me, like that was the game changer for me and just aimlessly doing nothing and kind of like almost wasting my time to focusing my hour and then just like being done with it instead of like 3 hours of just like, oh, you look nice. So, and then that helped.
When you find it, can you send it to Lindsay? But can you also post it in our like TLC like smaller team page just so it's there too for like as newer coaches come in? It's a good reference.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that I think Lindsay, that'll help, and also just like getting started, like because then it just becomes routine, and then you get used to it, and just going in with it. Like you finished your first round of 21 Day Fix, and you said you lost a couple of inches. Like there are people that would kill for that, and if you like, and in the stages, even I'm 2 years in, and it's not like people are flocking to me like, oh, help me. I still go out and I still invite, and that's where I get the majority of my people is I invite them. Every once in a while people come to me and I'm like, yeah, like, but like
Yeah.
I'm still going after the people because people are nervous. Like they may be watching you and afraid to reach out. You send that message to them and they might be like, oh my gosh, yes. Like I've been watching you. Or maybe they have no idea what you do right now. And they're like, wait, you can help me? Like, yeah. So it's like, it just, and if you always think of it as like, I say this all the time, but like what sets us apart from the It Works, from the Rodan and Fields, from all of those people is like, we're not trying to just sell somebody something. Like we're saying, I'm working on my goals. Come do this with me and my friends in this cool group we have. Like, it's not like here's this product, buy. Like, we're trying to help people be their best selves every day. Like, and if you go into each message with like, I'm just trying to help you because I feel really cool. I feel really good. Like, come do this with me. Like, you're not going to come off salesy.
Okay. Yeah, I just need to refine kind of the messages I want to send, especially when it's to people that I actually know and don't want to come off weird. But
yeah, and just like so the one you sent me yesterday is totally fine. Like I use it, but like if like make it sound like you or like, you know, if you were talking to someone in person, what would you say? Like, would you say like, hey, I joined this group. I'm loving working out and working on these goals with these new friends I made. I think you would really like it. Would you be interested or know anybody who is? Just like when you send messages, you want to write them how you would talk. Like,
right.
and like, just, yeah, do it from your heart. Like any message you see that someone uses, always take it and make it sound like you. Because that's going to be a better message and more well received than like, does that make sense?
Not so scripty.
Yeah. Any other questions you have, like as you're getting started, as you're kind of like going through stuff, like?
I probably answered this before, but for Success Club, what is that? Three challenge packs?
3 challenge packs, coach or customer.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, you already have 2 working, right? Mom and boyfriend?
Not yet. I mean, that's my idea for now, but I haven't done it officially, gone through yet.
Yeah.
But Saturday's officially the 1 month mark for me. So.
Yay! That's exciting.
Yeah.
And like I told you, that's how I hit Emerald and right in the beginning and started getting the cycle bonuses. Like I literally signed, Anthony at the time was just my boyfriend. I told him, hey honey, this is a good investment for us in the long run. I'm going to sign you as a coach and you don't have to do anything, but I want you to try Shakeology. And he said, okay. And like I paid for it and we had a Shakeology order in his name and my name for a while. And then for a little bit, he wasn't as consistent. So I put Energize and Recover under him because I was drinking it, which is the same PV. But now we have 2 Shakeology orders again, and that easily keeps him active. And my mom drinks. I told her too. And she was like, she supports me. So I was like, Mom, you're going to sign as a coach. She's like, okay. And
Okay.
she drinks it too.
If you're paying for both your subscription and then significant other subscription, then how many people do you have to have come on? You have to have 6 people a month then to reimburse you for what you're paying each month?
No, well, if like Shakeology replaces a meal, so you're not really like paying for anything. You know what I mean? So you're just using your money somewhere else. If you think about it like that, like, because it's like, yeah, does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, I normally don't spend that much a month. I normally don't spend $200 a month on breakfast for us, but yeah, so.
Gotcha. I promise you it'll be worth it in the long run. Like, my husband and I drink it and he's a lot better than he used to. So
Yeah.
It'll be worth it. Like, we don't drink as much. We don't eat out as much. Like,
Yeah, that's the big thing. My boyfriend loves eating out, and so that's why my last week of 21 Day Fix, like I wasn't perfect at all. We ate out more often than we ate in, and it was just bad.
so think of it like that. Like, you're talking about like worried about spending two orders of Shakeology, but if you guys ate in, you'd have a lot more. You know what I mean? Or even like, spend it to him like that. Like, and especially you guys are moving soon, right? And you're gonna have a lot more expenses. So like, kind of feel like the woman in the house has to be like, come on, honey, like, we got to make some changes here.
Yeah.
And like, if you like, one thing, like, I feel like I may have said this to you before, and I probably said it to you too, Nicole, is like, talk to he's your soon to be hubby. Like, I know you guys are engaged, but like, it's going to head that way. Like talk to him about like stories like that you hear, like, hey, my coach is one on this leadership retreat to Florida. Like, she gets to travel with her husband. Like, I'm going to California for a week tomorrow because I can, because Anthony asked me to stay longer with him. Like talk about like what's possible and like what your goals and dreams are, and always keep him involved, because that's what I did with Anthony from the beginning. So he understood and he supported me. Like, when I was pushing for Diamond, I told him what it was and what it would do for our household income. Like, when he's like, oh, I want to drink, or oh, I want to go out, I'm like, but like, is it worth it, or is it worth it to put it somewhere else? And like, we can see, like, my body looks better and helps my business. Like, not like you have to be perfect all the time, but like, he gets it. He gets why it's important to me. And I think it's just because I've literally like talked to him about my goals and explained things to him from the beginning. And also, like, now as we've progressed with the business and I do this full time, like, I ask him, I'm like, okay, here are my goals for this, but like, what would you like to see happen? How could, like, what do you want? Like, just keeping him in the loop.
Mm-hmm.
Things like that. So, how is Stu with it, Nicole? Like, does he get it? Like,
yeah, he jokes about my power hour, because he's like, your power hour's been 2 hours now. Like, and he asks me like every day, like, do power hour today? Like, because he knows. And like, on Thursdays I tell him, I'm like, all right, got this in my bank account, because everything I get from Beachbody I put in the savings for the wedding. So even if it's $32, I'm like, $32 towards the wedding, like,
that's $32 that you didn't have before. Like,
exactly. So he's different, and like, he'll be like, oh, my coworker, you gotta talk to them. He's like, let me give you their so he's definitely very supportive of it. And
that's awesome.
try to talk, like when we go out to eat, I'm like, nah. Like, he used to be like, oh, come on, like, I'm gonna tell your coach if you don't eat that. I'm like, no, you can't talk like that. Like, that puts bad body image issues. Like, so he's definitely like changed his language with things too. Like, where he used to say like, oh, well, she's on a diet. I'm like, no, it's not a diet. Like, you can't call it a diet. You can't tell people I'm on a diet, because it's not a diet.
Mm-hmm.
But to him, to any guy, when you're watching what you're eating, it's a diet.
Mm-hmm.
It's not, because I'm not. I don't know. Like, I'm not dieting and changing my life.
Yeah. Yeah, Anthony's the same way. Like, I can see changes you've made. Like, he makes jokes about diets now. Like, I think I posted this in our challenge group one time. He's like, look, babe, I'm on a diet. And he like ate the Oreo and then spit it out. Like, he's like, I just got the taste. I was like, okay, honey. But yeah, I think, Lindsay, because you're newer to this, just, talk to him about like how you're feeling, why you like it, how it's changing your life. Like, just share with him the little things. Like, don't overwhelm him, because I did that to Anthony sometimes, especially now that we both work from home. I have to like not say everything all the time, but like keep him in the loop and share your excitement with him. Like, maybe you lifted heavier, or just like, you know, whatever, but like, because then he'll start to see that it makes you happy and that it's making you feel good and you're seeing these changes. So like, sometimes it takes guys a little longer, but like keeping him in the loop and just sharing with him will make him support you and help him to understand why it's important to you. And like, maybe one day he'll want to work out. Like Anthony did in the beginning consistently, and he was doing 80-day obsession with me until he hurt his back. Like, so, and now he drinks, like I used to make his shake every day. Now he makes it every day for himself. Like, so just, you know, you're in the beginning stages, but as you move forward, like it'll get easier.
Yeah, we're getting there. He'll work out with me maybe once a week or so when he wants to get out of bed. But yeah, he said he could tell that I lost some inches and that I seem happier and stuff. So yeah.
Did you take before and after pictures?
I took before. I haven't taken after pictures because yesterday morning when you posted the Transformation Tuesday thing, I went and measured myself really quick, but yeah, I haven't taken after.
You should take it, like, it's always better to do it in the morning, but like every time you finish a program, you can send it in a Beachbody challenge and you at least always get a free t-shirt. And then you can also like win money. Like my friend Desiree won $500 for like her transformation. Wow. There's always like a grand prize winner every year. I think it was like $1 million or $100,000 or like something, maybe not $1 million, probably like $100,000 for like having the best changes. So like it's cool to like do it yourself. And then also encourage your, like, which is something I totally need to work on more, is encouraging your challengers as you bring them in to do it too.
Yeah. I haven't taken pictures yet. I didn't feel like I really noticed a difference because, like I said, we didn't eat very healthy at all. So, but yeah, I'll see if I see a difference.
I'm sure you do. Like 6 inches, I'm sure you're going to see something. And it's also your first program. And like sometimes I don't always see the most, but like it's good even if you don't always send them in. Like totally encourage you to. But like I have my before and afters from like all the way at the beginning, and to like compare, like the picture I posted last night, I don't know if you saw it, like that was for my transformation, like right like 2-ish years ago, maybe even 3 at this point. Because I started doing Beachbody programs before I was actually a coach, and to be able to compare like different points and stuff, like it's always just good to have, and they make good posts too.
Yeah, and what I do is I don't like, I should measure, but I don't measure, but I take pictures often. And I just like, even each week, each Sunday, I'll just take a quick picture, and like each week I can see something different, because I know with me, like with the scale or with measuring, I'm like, oh, like nothing happened this week. But pictures, I'm always noticing, like even if it's the most subtle change. Like people laugh at me, I'm like sitting there, I'm like, do you see that in that picture? See that? Okay. So I know pictures, even if they're just for yourself, like they're so
yeah, like and it also like it helps you, because our journey is our business. Like they're straight parallel. If you're on your journey, people are going to want to come on that journey with you. So even just keeping yourself accountable, like taking those pictures consistently, because then you get excited about the little changes. You can talk about them. You can post them from time to time. And like people have to see you. Like you'll get the people that'll join you right away because they're interested. But like some people need to see you get changes before they trust you to help them.
Right. And I think that's why I'm kind of hesitant so far. I mean, after I measured, I lost like an inch supposedly, I mean, I don't know. I measured at different times of the days. But I feel like I don't have much clout yet because I don't have too drastically.
But you do more than you think you do. Like I said earlier, like you just getting up and showing up on your page every day is inspiring more people than you realize. You just need to reach out to them, because someone may just need the motivation. Like they're seeing you and they're like, oh, I wish I could do that. Like they just want to feel good, and they're not worried about the inches or the pounds. They just want to do something. and you reach out to them and invite them, they're like, yes. And then you're going to have the people that you post in 3 weeks, I lost 6 inches. They're going to be like, cool, sign me up. And then you're going to have the people that wait till you do 2 and 3 programs. But like, you never want to wait in this business. Because if you wait, someone else is going to invite them and you miss your opportunity.
Yeah. So a girl from college, she actually, while we were in college, asked me to join her in some other multi-level marketing thing. I forget what it's called. It's the one where you sell home goods or stuff. But Amway, that's what it was.
Okay.
And so she messaged me on Snapchat asking if I could send her some of my leg workouts. And
be like, how about I get you access to 800 of them?
Yeah, and so I mentioned I actually use a program if you'd be interested in joining or whatever. And then she said, does it cost money? And I said a little bit, but you could, earn money from it too. And then she stopped replying to me. So it's like, oh.
Honestly, that is the first of so many that's going to happen. Like the difference between successful and unsuccessful coaches in this business are the people that are like, all right, on to the next one. Like, not everyone is going to say yes. Like, I sent out 166 invites last month. I counted.
Oh, wow.
And I signed 8 people, and because I have them written down right here. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them came to me. That's probably like the most ever in a month. So 4 people came to me, 4 I invited. So 162 said no or didn't answer, and 4 people said yes. You know what I mean? Okay. It's a numbers thing.
And that's the same thing.
Yeah.
The majority of people that I invite either don't answer me or say no. And if they say no, I make sure I still end it on a positive note, because they may end up spiraling back to me. So if they say no, I don't just like ignore them. I'm like, okay, it's really something that I think that would help you. And if you, change your mind, or I hope you have a great day. Like,
I do the same thing. Or also offer them, you know what, there's a free trial. You can try that. See if you like it. See if it's worth finding, money, room in your budget at some point. Like, or there's Clean Week. It's a week of Shakeology, I think, in like 7 days of workouts. Like, or, there's always, so Challenge Pack is the best value by far. Like, I most often sign people with that. I start with that. And then I try to go down to something else. Most likely, if they're saying no to the Challenge Pack, they're, at least in my experience, they're saying no altogether. But they'll come back around. Like a girl I signed last month, she's killing it, almost on phase 1 of 80-Day Obsession. I talked to her so many times. And one time she literally had the link and was starting to sign up and backed out. I posted a transformation picture. She was signed up within a half an hour. Like, so people, like, you're going to talk to people multiple times. Like, think of every invite you send as planting a seed. You continuing to show up. You continuing to be positive on your social media every day and sharing value and talking about how your life is changing in little ways. It doesn't have to be these grandiose things. Oh my God, I lost 10 pounds. It's like, wow, I made a better decision when I went out to dinner last night than I would have 2 weeks ago. That is something for people. Like, the small, consistent little things that you're sharing are better than the, woo, I lost 50 pounds. Because then that's unrealistic to people to just like suddenly be like, how the heck did you do that? But like, oh, I made a better decision when I went out to dinner last night. Cool, I lost an inch this week. Oh my gosh, like, I love these superfood shakes I'm drinking because I have more energy. I did a push-up today and I couldn't do that 3 weeks ago. Like, the little things you sprinkle in, people are going to see that stuff. And it's better to like share those things. And then when you finish a program, cool, look at my transformation. You know what I mean? I feel like I just ran. I hope that made sense.
You're good. Yeah.
I think it took you like 5 times of reaching out to me for me to.
Oh yeah.
As a customer, and then as I was a customer, they're like, you should really do a coach, and I'm like, no, I'm not ready. You should do a coach. No, I'm not ready. And I'm kind of like, okay, I'm ready.
Yeah, I remember.
When people say no to me, I think about me saying no to you and how long it took me to finally be like, because you kept showing up even when I was like, no, I don't want to do that. I kept watching you. I'm like, okay, maybe I do want to do that. So anytime people say no to me, I like revert back to like my own situation.
Yeah, that's so true.
I'm like, you know what? It took me months before I actually agreed to even do this because, like, I was like, no, it's not for me. I can't do it. And then I was like, wait, yes, I can.
Yeah. And sometimes it takes people years. I think Anita said she said no to Leslie for like a year. That's why you just keep talking to people and keep filling your funnel and keep starting new conversations, and it happens. If you just keep showing up, like, this isn't a business you can work one day a week and like think you're going to be successful. Like, I got up and I worked on vacation. Like, I didn't work as much, but I still sent out invites almost every day on vacation and posted on social media. If some days that was all I could do, then that's all I did. And like, I'll get up in California and I'll work because I'm an early riser and all the rest of my family will be sleeping. And then when Anthony goes to train next week, because we're staying in Cali for that purpose, I'll stay at the hotel and I'll work and then maybe go to the beach. But it's just, you can do it.
Yeah. I do have to get back to work though, but
I should
thanks
get
for
back
being up
to.
on quick.
Oh my God. These are our calls. You're always welcome. These are our team calls. Usually we do Wednesdays during the day, Thursdays at night. It's been kind of like flip-flop with my travel. I'll try to find a time where we can all chat next week because I'll be in a different time zone. So we'll try and work that out.
Okay.
But I will post this recording. Thank you guys so much for showing up, Nicole, even on your snow day.
I shared, I think it's the one that I like, but it's one of her power hours. I put it in the group, and Lindsay, I tagged you in it.
Awesome. Thank you so much for doing that. All right. Well, have an awesome day, guys. I look forward to chatting again soon. Bye.
Bye.